School's out, and that means I have enough time to actually narrate this battle for you. It's pretty long. It's been sped up to 2 times because I decided to put Knockdown in my open team slot that I kind of have on this team, and that transformed it into 5 bulky guys and a Typhlosion, which is pretty much the opposite of 5 guys and a Gigalith. Basically, I have 5 things that take hits well, and then I attack things with Typhlosion, and that's kind of how I like to build teams, I guess. Knockdown is just kind of a favorite of mine, and so let's get into the battle. It's going to be hard for us to break down each other's cores, so that's the main problem. This battle actually disconnected the first time we played, so I knew he was going to go for the Protect, so I set up Stealth Rocks. I asked if he wanted to do like the same thing, because it was only like the 3rd turn in, and he's like, no, you can do whatever move you want. So I'm going to put up the rocks mostly for this guy right here, because I didn't really see a Rapid Spinner on his team. And then I'm going to go for the Stone Edge here, because I can take a hit, and that's a big threat, and I would love to be able to kill it. But he just U-turns into Tangrowth here, and I'm going to have to switch into Knockdown, because I'm not afraid of anything he has. The Giga Drain, as you can see, does nothing of any concern, and I believe I go for a Reflect here, or I might go for a Whirlwind, yes, because I know he's going to switch, and I have Stealth Rocks up, so I can just start racking up that damage. And what do you know, I bring him right back into this thing, starts to switch again, and he goes into this Sigilyph, which unfortunately is not going to be taking Stealth Rock damage. So this thing's going to be a rather large pain in my side, but it's going to have to set up to do anything, and I happen to have a Pokemon with Whirlwind out onto the field. Now I Whirlwind him into Swellow, which is nice because I get some nice Stealth Rocks damage there and some poison. And I have the Reflect up, so I decide even with my low physical defense I should be able to take a hit just to see what he does. And he does go for the Facade there. I've never actually had to pronounce that word before now, so I've probably screwed that up. Followed by a U-turn predicting my switch, which he does get correctly. I go into Duck, who is not even the slightest bit concerned about U-turn. It does 0 damage in a literal fashion. He goes into this guy, and since he will probably have a Flamethrower, I can't really go into Tangela, and even just neutral special attacks on Sandslash on the best. So I go into the Lantern, and I actually predict the switch with the Ice Beam, but unfortunately it's not gonna do as much as I was hoping for this thing. He goes for the Roost as I try to kill him off with the Thunderbolt, because that would have been super effective, and Stab. But with his loss of Flying type, I am unable to KO him very effectively. All he can do is really Roost stall me for a while, and I don't know why he's not attempting to set up a Cosmic Power, since he's just going to be up at full health, and then it's going to do the same amount of damage. But he goes for another Roost as I go for some more Thunder. Oh, because it would be super effective, that's why. But so I get a crit here, which is what I was hoping for eventually, when you're attacking someone who's just recovering. And unfortunately it's not enough to kill, but it does mean he has to Roost, which means I can get a safe switch into Typhlosion, which is what I was hoping for here, because then he has to have something take a Eruption, which is not usually good. He does have a Lantern though, which is okay with that. But I do have the Power Herb Solar Beam, as you might know if you follow me. So I can at some point get him with that, but I didn't feel like, based on how much damage the Eruption did, the Solar Beam is going to take him out. So I decided to just wait till later in the match. I can just bide my time and go into my own Lantern. Unfortunately, Lantern versus Lantern doesn't get anything accomplished here. I mean, ever. Like, if you have a Lantern versus a Lantern, nothing is going to get done. As you can see, even with hitting myself in confusion while he hits me, I'm not taking very much damage compared to how much Leftovers is healing. And unfortunately, all of the damage Eruption did is getting negated by his Leftovers. So I'm going to go into Tangela here, because I can sponge even an Ice Beam probably pretty well, and based on what moves I've seen, he probably doesn't even have it. And I'm hoping to actually hit him with a reasonable attack, but I thought he might switch out there, so I go for the Knockoff, because even if he didn't, which he didn't, I managed to snap out of the confusion and knock off his Leftovers, which was incredibly important. It meant Lantern is practically dead at this point, because it has no form of healing, and I have 2 things that fairly well wall it. So even though it'll take forever before I can kill it with my own lantern, residual damage will eventually get the best of it. But unlike the first time where I got myself destroyed by my confusion, this turn I managed to break out both times. Unfortunately, it is not enough to kill this freaking Sigilith. So I gotta stay in here and try and catch him here. I think I hurt myself this turn, and I do. So I believe I switch into Noctowl on this next turn, because in case he starts setting up, I can whirlwind him out. But unfortunately, he's gonna Psycho Shift his burn over to me, which is kind of, what this guy does. Now he's gonna set up a Cosmic Power, but I don't care because I'm going to whirlwind him away. I'm not liking the residual damage on the Noctowl just yet, but I do have Heal Ball and Lantern, so eventually I should be able to take care of that. He goes into his Hitmonlee, which is a rather large threat to my team, even with the physical based nature of my walling people. It's very dangerous, which is what prompts me to go for the Earthquake over any sort of thing that isn't Earthquake. I just wanted to get him. Now that I know he has Roost, Cosmic Power, and Psycho Shift, and obviously probably Stored Power, I feel like I can safely go into Typhlosion on him because obviously I can't get burned. He is faster than me, unfortunately, which means he gets the Roost up, but Eruption still obliterates him at full health, brings him down to red. He goes for the Cosmic Power, I guess, maybe hoping he could live or something, but obviously he can't, and so I finally take out one large set with my only attacking option here. Unfortunately, I don't have a Reflect up anymore, so I'm going to have to start taking hits from the Swallow, which is never something you want to do, but Duck has high physical defense, and so he can take that fairly well. I just have to stall out a couple more turns of poison here. So I go into Tangela because I can take that hit and switch back into Duck, bait the Brave Bird for extra recoil, and just regenerate my health because Duck was going to die anyway, so I might as well take that opportunity to, eliminate him. But I go into Typhlosion on the double down because I could kill most of his team. He unfortunately goes into the one thing I can't kill, and he does predict my switch because he doesn't think I can hurt him, and so I do switch into Lantern, and I get the Heal Bell off here through the confusion, which is nice. He goes into this Mangrove, which is threatening, but at the same time I obviously have my Noctowl, which can't be put to sleep and resists all of his attacks. He does have the hidden power. I was a little afraid it's going to be ice, but it's obviously like fire or something here, and it literally does laughable damage again. So I'm going to go for the Roost since I've kind of been rolled down to half health. I want to get back up to full. He goes back into this Metric guy, who, even though Noctowl has pretty good special defense, it could maybe every now and then take a Thunderbolt. It does not work out that way. I go into Lantern, and he goes for Hidden Power, and I'm afraid he's predicted the switch, but he does not have Hidden Power Grass. He has some sort of neutral Hidden Power, which makes me think it's Rock, which would, as far as things that would hit stuff, and you could still hit Noctowl. So Lantern's going to stay in here and take a few of those hits because it's a special attacker. And he's gonna kill the... I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought totally there. But Jet Li's gonna come in, fake out me, stun edge me, and I don't care. He's got the normal gem. I'm guessing the Unburden and stuff. And just let Tangela die. But not Tangela, Lantern. Lantern took care of what I needed it to, so I let it die because I'm afraid of him only. I go into my own Tangela here because as far as physical attacks are concerned, I should be able to take them. And he actually rapid spins at this point in the game, which is actually really late. I wasn't expecting the rapid spin, but I've already killed the things that are worth having Stealth Rocks up for. I mean, he's got the Regenerate on this, so it won't even do that much. And the other guy resisted, but unfortunately I forgot he still has this Lantern left. Just like I said, in my mind it's practically dead, which I knocked off the leftovers. But I am going to go into Sandslash here just because I kind of felt like I wanted something to die. And I did manage to predict the electric type move correctly. I just wanted to hit it with an Earthquake. But unfortunately, as long as this Mangrove is still around. Sandslash is pretty much useless. I go into my own Tangela here just because I've gone to Noctowl every freaking time. I don't know what happened there. Every time I've gone to Noctowl, I just wanted to mix it up a little bit because I feel fairly safe I can take any hit from him. He does go for an Earthquake here, which I'm baffled as to why he would possibly want to do. I don't know what... Oh, he's pitching Typhlosion, probably. But he could still put something to sleep if he wanted to. He's got Sleep Powder, I know. And here he goes for the Hidden Power as I go into Sandslash because... I don't know, I guess I was probably predicting a switch. I put the Stealth Rocks back up. Oh, because I just wanted Sandslash to die. I wanted a safe switch into Typhlosion. So I just have Sandslash coming back in. I know Earthquake and Stone Edge are a waste of time, so I just put Stealth Rocks up for the heck of it. And now I can get a safe switch into Typhlosion, and something on his team's going to have to die. He thinks the Lantern can come back in here and obviously not die from the eruption, but really, if I'd gone for a second eruption, I'm fairly certain it would have killed. But I just want to show off that I had that Lantern in a checkmate position a long time ago with the Solar Beam, and plus, just in case, I didn't want to lose health for no reason. But he does go for Hitmonlee here, and since he doesn't have Reckless, I don't have to be too concerned about like high jump kick and stuff doing massive amounts of damage. All he has is the close combat, which, as you can see, Tangela really isn't that afraid of, and the earlier toxic that I got obviously is wearing him down. Now I decided to go for the knockoff just for the heck of it in case he switched and whatnot, but he goes for the Sleep Powder and actually misses here as I go into Noctowl. And this is the last guy, and I still have Typhlosion and Noctowl left, but I decided to go to Noctowl just to, you know, let him get a kill, since all these ends really been effective but not dangerous. He just come in and stopped this Tangrowth, so I decided to let him finish it off for the team, and that's going to be the end of today's battle. Free this up off my Versus Recorder, and hopefully get another battle soon. Leave me a comment about whether you want more battles like this. Like, with this team, battles take forever. I had a guy forfeit when it was 6-on-6 because it was just taking so long for us to get through each other's walls, but really I pretty much had him totally stonewalled. I would have got through eventually. But that's beside the point. Have a nice day, YouTube. This is Dynamotwentytwo signing out.